Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 my friends, to this stream. 10 seconds in, already many welcomes have been dispatched. So, it's all good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the chat? Pop out. There we go. Classic. Let's start the Twitch stream. I kind of want to change the Twitch name, stream name, to bonedle.retail, just so people know what's the current thing. What's the most current thing? I support the most current thing. Title Yorick Smash bonedle.retail.lol. Yorick guess. Let's say that. Okay, done. Here we go. Yo Brax, welcome, my friend. Thanks again for the for the what's it called? It's called gifts. I was looking at the you know what I was looking at the top. You know, it shows you the top gifters, and I didn't see you there. It said that there's only one. Right now I don't see any of them, unfortunately. And I was thinking, hey, you know, that's not fair, because, well, all of the top gifters should be there, right? But it was only the other guy. I forget his name. It was something with M. So maybe I don't understand something about it, the way the top works. Maybe I have to set something that it's always the same top, or something like that. Maybe it resets every stream or something, right? Who knows? Who knows? Welcome. Logan, Chris. Father, I got the bonedle on the first try, sir. Really? That's actually impressive, because it's not easy today. It's not an easy one today. It's not an easy one at all today. You must be the main of the champion that... Yeah, my Twitch said there was never a second gifter. You know, yeah. I you know, it's obviously very rude of Twitch to do something like that, but yeah. But it what it is. Midbeast is online. Let's see what he's up to. He's playing Scion top. Top Beast. Okay, enough of that. Top Beast. Okay. So what am I gonna do today? Just poking, and hopefully getting some interesting topics to cover. It's late where I am, but I'll watch the replay of the stream tomorrow morning. Well, do as you please, my friend. It is going to be up. It is going to be up. It is indeed going to be up. People actually shared the bonedle game with... I don't remember her stream name, but it was a girl, quite popular League of Legends streamer, and she was horrified by the Gragas animation, which was kind of funny. But, you know, I think... Yeah, especially if you look at the bones on that Gragas animation, that is, it's kind of skirting the line, right? It's kind of skirting the line. One thing that she mentioned, I was watching yesterday the whole thing. People told, oh, the chat said, oh, play this game, play this game. And the first thing she said, that looks like a scam. And that hurt my, my heart was kind of, how, there's in Diablo 1, no, in Diablo 2, there was a possibility to do a critical strike. And there was this little flash of light and there was this sound like something like that. Yeah, and it really, you really felt the crit. And that crit my heart because, the domain is the domain. And hopefully I can, rev up some respect for it, because if people see it as a scam, like the first thing they think of it is a scam, that's bad. But it ended up well because she played it, and she played all of the previous days, which were 5 at that time, and she liked it. So that's, I always like watching people play the game. I always like watching people play the game. I'm in the process of changing the UI, so it's it makes more sense and doesn't take up too much space on the screen. I noticed that a lot of websites like this, they have this top navigation line, and a lot of stuff is put there, especially socials and stuff like that, and it makes sense. Makes sense to have that. Makes sense to have that. Actually, I should change it to something like Yorick smash bonedle. Something like that. Gotta do some marketing. Gotta do some marketing. Yeah, welcome, Augustin. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Gurgal Murgal. Hello and welcome. Hello, Lela the Abyss. Thanks for following. Please hold. I personally think that bonedle will be difficult to guess when we have to guess a yordle. Currently, there's a problem where the skin is, if the bones are too small, it's going to be the camera is going to be zoomed out. So I kind of have to find a solution for when the bones are too small. And then or actually maybe it should be zoomed out so people immediately can tell, oh, today it's a much smaller thing, I read a comment on your most recent video of someone asking if skins of each champion have their own bones, using that as part of a hardware. Yeah, I read that, and I was thinking, I think no, but maybe they have. I have to think about it, because I think that no, they don't. maybe they have like secondary bones or something that are different, because I can imagine Mordekaiser, you know, the latest skins having extra stuff to animate all the extra stuff that's added to the skin, but I kind of feel like it shouldn't be, because I imagine Riot has these guidelines of, you know, that skins should never kind of feel different than the original one in terms of animation, I think. But yeah, I would have to check. What I've noticed is taking all the bones out of the Riot's you know, database, is that they are very different. For example, Shaco is very different in the sense that, you know, obviously they are different as an animation, as a bone structure, but they are very different in the like the structure of the file and the way it works in game is different, simply because it was done a long time ago. But in game it still works. But for example, if I import that in my website, if it's a newer skin, if it's a newer model, it's gonna break immediately, because there's something is different about it than it was, you know, for the other models. And you know, I just noticed that, and it was interesting to see that. I don't think you can call that spaghetti coding or spaghetti, you know, animation setuping, but there's definitely not like a super clean, like, you know, like a clean and clear, like, oh, this is this, you know, this is that, you know, every champion has this bone, every champion has this bone. They are very, very different. But I guess it, you know, I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. I guess all of that makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna be able to play Zeroth. No, not Zeroth, but with a Zeroth support. Let's ban this guy real quick. Hello, Father, loyal disciple of the Poke. Yes. And I plan to buy the most Poke of all time build. The most Poke of all time. Dr. Mundo banned. They cannot take the heat of the push. They cannot take the heat of the push. Okay, there's the Jax. First time since I stopped banning him. Let's see if I need to go back to banning him. Good morning, Duracell. Welcome. I am indeed Mr. Anderson. I am indeed Mr. Anderson. But yeah, if it turns out that different skins have a different animation, that could actually be implemented not as a hardcore mode, but simply as the mode, because the first step would be you guess the champion. The second step is you would guess the animation, and the third step would be you guess the skin, right? And then something like that. Something like that. Okay. It's Ari. Next patch, Yorick is getting buffed and she's getting nerfed. So... is Jax really banning Vayne these days? Does Vayne equal pain? Is pain good? Hello, Gemini. Does Vayne equal pain? I mean, Vayne from League of Legends, of course.
It sounds like you're asking if Vayne from League of Legends is equal to pain. Well, Vayne can certainly be a pain to play against in League of Legends. As she is known for her high damage output and ability to chase down enemies, they are not the same thing. Vayne is a specific champion in the game League of Legends. Pain is a sensation of discomfort.
No, well, you know, that he thinks I'm dumb. He thinks I'm dumb. He thought I think they're the same thing. Come on, guy. Come on, boy. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's poke. Let's do some poking. Mario, Briar, Senna, Janna. So the damage distribution is quite AD skewed, right? Yes. Pain vein. Is she pronounced vein? Same as human vein, where the blood flows? Did you see that there's a prince here? A frog? Have you seen that? I have not. I really like the way Nexus looks on this new map. Okay. Okay. Let's jump into this. Let's jump into this. Let's see. Overlord 666665. He tricked me with that last number, you know. If it's 5, then you might think that it's gonna be 6. But then he tricks everybody making the 5. You know, and making that number less Satan-like, I guess. Okay. Are you ready to poke, my friends? Is the chat ready to poke? That's my question. That is my question. Again, I'm gonna try to push as fast... Oh, that scared me, actually. That scared me, that sound effect. Okay, so she's gonna trigger all her stuff on me immediately, and unfortunately I can't really do much about that. I'm just gonna have to take it for now. But my goal is to get 3 graves as fast as possible, and then raise them before level 2 even. Okay. If she allows me to slap her, that's gonna be pretty cool. Sometimes they allow you to slap her simply because she's last hitting the, you know, last hitting. Hopefully she doesn't hit the ghoul and hits me. Come on, don't hit the ghoul. Hit me, lady. Father can take it, the children cannot. So... yeah, it's much better if she hits you, because the ghouls are gonna run towards her and hit her, thus giving you some, you know, a little bit of a trade. I have to be really careful, because Briar, I think, is quivering in the bushes. She is one of those champions that really does quiver a lot. I should win this E. Yeah, there it is. Oh. That's actually, you know... no comments. No comments. Flash was perfectly, you know, you know, I flashed and the charm still hit me. So. And kind of horrifying, honestly. Kind of horrifying when this happens. Kind of horrifying. Okay. That Briar just doing those ganks. Just doing those ganks. Okay. Okay. There it is. Yeah, you know, she was quivering in the bushes, and even though it was kind of far away, the way she was quivering, they still got me, you know, it is what it is. There she is again. There she is again. Okay. At least they did it the wrong way, so I survived. Okay. And this is kind of a tough game. This is on hard mode right now, just because of the ganks. Okay. She also gets poked a little bit. She also gets ganked a little bit. She does have TP, so... Okay. Okay, Mrs. Ari. Ari Matty. There it is. Oh, she might even die because of this. That's one more E. I wonder where the Quiverer is. Because she definitely wants to quiver in those bushes and help her out here. Okay. Maybe can force her to lose a little bit before she TPs back. We'll see. I have quite a big CS lead, which is very good, even with all the ganks and stuff. So, does she not have TP, or is she not using it? Sometimes people will not use TP out of ego. I can't prove it, obviously, because I can't go in their minds. But I sometimes feel like, hey, you should use TP, but sometimes I think that, oh, this guy doesn't have TP, so if I use my TP, I've officially lost. And they don't use the TP. Sometimes that happens. Which again, I don't know if that's, you know, it's exactly like that, but I sometimes think that it's like that. When bonedle Yorick? When bonedle Yorick? Well, you know. I think Yorick's bones are not that easy to find. Damn, mid gap. Yep. It's actually mid gap. You know. It is actually mid gap. They kinda did a very good jungle plus mid gank on there. Okay, she goes to dragon, which is very good. Okay. She doesn't have her ults, which is, you know. Okay. Release Maiden. Not ideal, actually. Not ideal. Okay. I was wondering, you don't like to play other runes anymore? No. I do like the Mana Flow Band, and it's really... I've gotten used to playing with Mana Flow Band, and I think that that's the best, you know. I think that that's the best. Okay. Well, let's add the extended family to our family. And is Jax losing? Yes, he is. It's kind of unlucky. I think we need to rush this one. No, 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 don't let that... Oh, wow, I almost trolled it. I almost trolled it. Slap. If Jax is trolling, then, well, let him troll, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why Jax is trolling. Yeah, I really don't know why Jax was trolling over there. He was, right? I think he was. He was trolling out the wazoo, as they say. By the way, the fact that people use the word diabolical on the internet, is that solely because of Moist Critical? Charlie? Penguin Z? She doesn't want to let me go back, right? Or does she? I don't know. Probably not, though. I'm gonna have to stay, but it's fine. That's where that Mana Flow Band comes in. Although, I don't know. Okay. There's that poke. There's that poke. Poor Jin. 02 Madman. Or Mad. Look at that poke that's happening over there with those ghouls. Damn. Wow, 2 comets. That's... I don't think you guys realize how big that is. The fact that 2 comets can... Oh. 2 comets can fly out just by... Oh, is there going to be a pink ward diff? Oh, she did. Oh, wow. What the F? That's a long time to not have taken any damage, right? These guys are going to get 1 plate. I tell you. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, sweet lord. Sweet lord. That was... Yeah. Yeah. You did it. Very unlucky that she had the collector immediately, right? She just had bought the collector, so she was able to collect me there. I'd say people say Diabolicum from the Boys series. I have no idea. I saw The Boys. I don't remember which season it was, but it became boring on season 2 or 3. I don't remember which one. But I remember that I was like very shocked how interesting it is the first season, and then it was... it really, you know, my expectations were let down. Okay. Is she in the bushes again? I feel like she is. Okay. Okay. Can I get that first blood tower? I kind of need it. If we want to see those boots. Oh, there it is. I kind of have 27 seconds. Oh, that's it. She's a goner. She's a goner. She's a goner. Reason I placed the wall like this is just in case she's there. I think that I don't die. If they all in me, I don't die solo to Ari, but I do die if she gets, you know, if she gets in my lane through that. What you doing, Ari? You're gonna have to use your ult? No, you're not. You're fine. Okay. She does have the collector. That is just wow. How can she play with the collector? That's why does she buy collector? Has something changed? That's it. That's it. The collector coming in. The collector coming in. Damn. Almost, though. Almost. Yeah, 900. Is it worth getting it? Yeah, I think it is. Is Stark's an option? It is. Am I gonna buy it? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it definitely is an option, and it's a good option. It's not a bad. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to stop that champion. I guess it's not that hard, you just avoid the R. Because other than her, no one else is really fed. So it's all good, you know, other than her. I also think that Jax is... we'll see how much he does with that. Can you sit in your W when she's self-taunted? I think yes, but doesn't she get the jump over the wall? That's, you know, when she uses her... whatever the letter of that ability is. Ahri is such an easy side lane, so if I get the chance to do that side lane, it would be pretty good. Oh, Senna! How unlucky are you? How unlucky are you? Pretty unlucky. I don't know why she did that. Thirsty, I guess. Greedy, thirsty. Oh, there's that charm. Interesting. Okay. How does it feel to play 2v1 game? It wasn't 100% 2v1, but yeah, it was a little bit. It's fine. As I've said before, it's fine for me if my team gets ahead on the back of that, but if they don't, then, well, then it feels bad. Then it feels bad. I guess that's where top comes in, because if you play 2v1 top, it's much more likely that you're gonna that your team is gonna, you know, the classic thing, jungler, whichever lane the jungle focuses, that's kind of like the... Okay. Whichever lane the jungle focuses, that's the, you know, the losing. And then as Yorick, you will, I would say 9 times out of 10, even if you 2v1, that Ahri is still gonna lose 1v1 later, because Yorick just outscales. So that's why I say that it's fine. But again, I really wish my teammates would, you know, get ahead on top of that. For example, you know, she ganks mid, Diana ganks bottom, you know, skip it up. But now we have, you know, mid was playing 1v2 and bottom for some reason is still, you know, there's a problem. As far as I can tell, there's a problem. Hello, the Cougar Hunter, welcome. How many cougars have you hunted today? How many cougars have you hunted today? Where's that Trinity Force at? Where's that Trinity Force at? Oh, sweet lord, there it is. There's that Trinity Force at, actually. Ooh. Careful with this. Oh, he dies, right? Please tell me the ghouls are gonna nibble. There it is. Please tell me she's not doing it on me. This is a classic. This actually wasn't classic at all. This is something that you can do against Jax with with only Liandry's. Have you ever seen Yorick win against Jax who has Trinity Force? Yeah, you know, I shouldn't gloat because he's 1 item less. So. But he got Liandry'd there, definitely. He definitely got Liandry'd there. I have to push this even though I'm low, because if Jax has TP, I don't want him to TP to Dragon, I want him to TP here, if he has it. Yeah, there it is, exactly like that. Because he would have TP'd to the fight, right? He would have TP'd to the fight and it would be pretty bad. But I'm glad that he was... He saw fit better to stop me from getting gold than help his team, which is always a good thing for Yorick. Now Jax is going to have more items. So let's see if... woke up 30 minutes ago, so none for now. What is your daily middle... your you know... You know what? Okay, I guess it's good if he gets a trade like that. There it is. There's a Jax inting a little bit, let's just say. But he doesn't know about the Liandry's, okay? He doesn't know about the burn that happens. Yorick smash indeed. Oh, there's some pinging going on. Look at that. Look at that beautiful pinging that's going on there. Just beautiful pinging. You know what? I think I kind of need this guy. Especially if I'm going to side lane against Jax. Let's do it, guys. I believe in you. Look at that. Look at that collector. They did get the dragon, you know. Okay, guys, I believe in you. We have the goat in the, you know, in the top lane. Oh no. There it is. Too bad I didn't hit him with this. With my E. Too bad I didn't. Don't do it, Jax. Jax, don't do it. You're gonna lose these poke trades. Look at how much he burns. Just withers away. Just withering away with that Liandry's. Damn. Where's that Briar ult at? Oh, there's Ari. She wants to wither away a little bit too. Well, obviously she wants to play against me because I bought armor. She's the only AP in their team, right? Where's the only AP in their team? But Ari is so weak against Yorick that it doesn't matter that I built a, you know, armor. She's still gonna, probably I'm gonna win the side lane battle against her. I'm probably still gonna win the side lane battle against her. Whoop. Oh, is she doing it for me or for Jin? It's gonna hit me from, oh. She didn't want to do that, right? Please, don't do that, Malphite. Oh, Malphite, sweet lord. Sweet lord, what is going on in this match? I honestly, you know, I didn't get the recall. Oh, I did. I did, though. I'm going versus him. Yes, yes. Have you ever seen a Jax avoid side lane versus Yorick? Well, you see that on this stream. Malphite's gonna catch him. The children are gonna push, so I don't need to worry about that. Maybe he's here, I don't know. Damn. How did he escape? Malphite ended up just proxy farming against me with that TP, rather than catching Jax. So, you know, not good. Oh, there he is. There it is. I like that. Poke. There we go. There we go. One more, my boy. One more? No. Jax is having a rough game. I guess because of Malphite, right? I like that artillery mage, to be completely frank, that's happening from the behind. You know? I really do like that guy. If we get a lucky kill, we could finish the game now. If we get a lucky kill here. But we could also, you know, int this. Yeah, I probably should do this. Probably can't do it. Actually. Okay. Jax is respawning, so I can't go there. I don't know what we can do now.
Oh, man.
I actually don't know. I probably have to go versus Jax with this low health. No, what am I saying? Why should I go versus Jax if I can just go to Dragon, right? Or push this mid. Or... I don't know, what's the decision here? I'll just stay mid and see what happens. I'll just stay mid and see what happens. Because it's pretty important that we get this one, right? Oh no, that's pretty... Oh, it's actually good. People getting poked down. I'll tell you this. I did not expect to win this match. We can finish it easily. There's no way they can do anything because she doesn't have ult. She doesn't have nothing. And, oh, you know, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Let's just finish this, just in case the towers respawn and we, you know. It was all those Jack skills, you know, at the top there. You remember when he was doing the 1v1 under the tower? He thought that, oh, you know, this is a Yorick, you know, this is a Yorick, I can do it. And then it turns out he cannot. I think those were all of that were those Jack skills. Let's see the graph. I like looking at the graph because then I can understand, you know, the damage distribution. Look at this, it's almost 50-50. Very often it's more. Magic damage is more. I think this time it's not more simply because I bought the blue fist. Yeah. The cougar hunter is out for the hunt. Is gonna go out for the hunt. So yeah, good luck. Good luck, my friend. Team composition for the win, Mike says. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I've seen this type of Briar in... She also does magic damage, what the F? Tell me please, where do I get true damage? As your... Oh, I know where I get it. How could I not have known? This is because of Ignite. So that's where it comes from. Interesting, interesting. I like this match. I like this match. I did like this match. I did like this match. So Chris, did you really know the bonedle from the first try? Because for me, for my mind, today's bonedle is... It's impossible to do it. A first try. I think it's impossible to do it the first try. Most damage, my goat. I did have most damage, didn't I? And keep in mind, this is even better than you might think, because remember what happened early game, right? With that early gank, with all that jazz. Yeah. If you play this AP build, where you get Spear first and Liandry's second, it's really, really important to understand what to build third and boots. It's really, you can really lose the game to the shopkeeper if you don't buy the right third item and the right boots. Hello, Rakel. Can you add more power-ups and rewards? Power-ups. I actually think, and don't expect this anytime soon, but I actually think that it is possible to add ragdoll to it. And it would be like a ragdoll button, if you know what that means. In game development, there's this meme that every game needs a ragdoll button, meaning that when you press it, your character, you know, goes in a ragdoll mode. And if I understand correctly about the 3JS engine, you can pretty much add that to the bones of a League of Legends character if you're showing it on a website. So yeah, I still have it up on my computer Kinect screen. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, my friend. It's fine. That looks great. Absolutely great. It looks awesome and silly and dumb at the same time, Brax. Because I can clearly sort of, if I look at that, I can clearly see in my mind that those are his arms, actually. I have 5k CP and can't do anything with it. What is 5k CP? Need a shovel in one hand and mist another. Yeah, because channel points. Is that what you get for watching and interacting on Twitch, right? Oh, I understand. You mean Twitch power-ups and rewards. I understand. That's why you ask it. So what would you like? I can add something. I don't know if I can add it right now, but I can add it on the next stream. By the way, I haven't seen one ad on Twitch. Why is that? I don't subscribe to any channels, but I don't see ads ever. Is that because I'm a creator or something? Creator dashboard. Let's look at what's going on here. Analytics, community, roles manager, activity, content, viewer rewards, power-ups, and channel points. Okay, enable channel points. Viewers can earn channel points based on your activity and channel, redeem them for rewards. Why use channel points? Well, customize points display, manage power-ups. Okay, message effects. So there's a message effect. So there's a gigantify and emote. You can try that. I think that's enabled right now. Create a community challenge. Set a price using bits. Oh, that's actually bits. That's not channel points. I get it. Do you have adblock? No. Twitch Turbo keeps out. No, I don't have Twitch Turbo. At least I think I don't. Voice message. Voice messages. You know why I can't add voice message, but because the bots cannot filter out voice messages, so you know. Modify a single emote. You can do that. I like when you add this stuff. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Just a little interaction there. You know, just a little interaction there. You ended the game 4 levels higher than Ari. I'm not sure what she was doing after a laning phase. Yeah, she got a lot of kills donated to her, but you know what it was? It was the fact that she missed a lot of CS compared to me, and then she kept missing it again and again and again and again, you know? I think that's what it was. Let's do some gambling. There's that Yorick skin. There's that Trundle skin. I actually have enough for it. There's that Urgot. I don't like that Urgot has such a face there, you know? I don't like that. Hey Gemini, I have an interesting question for you. If League of Legends Riot Games were to add a Eastern European character, what do you think that would be?
Given your location is Riga, Latvia, the idea of an Eastern European character in League of Legends is particularly relevant. It's a great question, as Riot Games has been expanding its roster's diversity. Here's what an Eastern European character in League of Legends might be like, considering common themes, folklore, and gameplay niches. 1. Character archetype and inspiration. Folklore inspired. Eastern European folklore is rich with fascinating creatures and figures. Baba Yaga-esque, a wise, ancient, perhaps somewhat sinister or mischievous sorceress/witch.
No. That's not. He's again. I need to move him in the right direction. No. You have to understand that gopniks and babushkas are the stuff from Eastern Europe. That's the thing, you know. So I think you have to go in this direction, not some Baba Yaga or something mystical.
Absolutely. Let's explore that. A Gopnik-inspired character could be a scrappy, resourceful fighter who uses improvised weapons and street smarts to get ahead. They might have abilities that involve throwing bottles, using a tracksuit for mobility, or even summoning a pack of stray dogs. On the other hand...
Damn, using a tracksuit for mobility and summoning a pack of stray dogs. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Sweet Jesus. So I need some help with my Yorick mid arc. I just came it to plat. I just made it to plat, and now I struggle a bit. I don't know, what am I doing wrong? Well, as I give this advice, remember it's D2 for me, right? I can tell you that against mages, it is really important to get that lane control. Don't be afraid to use Ignite early on your level 2 or level 3, because the most important thing is that she's low enough, he or she, most mages are she for some reason, that she's low enough so that she can't threaten you all the time, and that's when you can start kind of leapfrogging those E's all the time. So it's not that easy doing it, but the thing is, if you do it wrong, and if she gets to threaten you all the time and you are under tower, that's it. You've lost. You know, you can't let that happen. So it's always, I think it's always wise to use Ignite for just that. You know, just to put her on the back foot a little bit, and then you can start, you know, chain hitting those E's and stuff like that. What's a Gopnik? Well, if you search the web, I think it's going to be a better answer for you, because you know, I think neither me nor ChatGPT can give you the right... oh, sweet Lord, don't tell me that it is... Is it Smolder? Oh, sweet Lord, he left. Very good, very good. Very, very good. That's about laning phase. So, you know, if I just improvise some help for you, I can say that, first of all, take control over the lane. You have to put her on the back foot. You have to make sure she's low enough that she's afraid all the time. And yeah, I guess I keep saying she because Ari is the last person I played against. And second of all, you get the first blood tower. She's gonna roam, you can't match the roams, never roam. Zero roaming, no roaming. Zero, okay? Zero. You only hit the tower. Then you get the first blood tower, that's strike number 2. And strike number 3 is something that I haven't done too much. I did it in the last match, but I did it in kind of a weird way. So number 3, once you get that first tower, if she lets you get the second, get it. but then swap with your bot or swap with your top so that you can do the 1-3-1, and that's, I think, the way you can win the games. That's the best. That's the best way to do that. So it is really important that there's not this situation where the bot lane comes mid, and you can't. And there's kind of like this very inefficient thing going on. You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. Oh, these guys. This is shameful behavior, as Azap would say. Don't do this, guys. Is it really that important to sweat your ass off to, to ban the opponents? Come on. Come on. Mr. Pokrick, today's bonedle was hard. I love this, and I'm so excited you made this. I wish I had more than 3 tries, though. That's nice. That's nice. I'm reading all the comments. Super difficult. Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult because not many people know about those animations that are going on there. Not many people know about those. Not many people know about those. Yeah, I like bonedle too. It's fun. It's like a little, So far, no female champ in bonedle. Damn, it's funny that you as a creator probably need to think about this, because I didn't even think about thinking about this, but now when people point that out, it's kind of like, oh yeah, what if it's on purpose? What if he's not using female characters, even though in what way it would make any sense for me to specifically exclude female characters? Or are you saying this just because you want to see those bones at the chest? Those chest bones. I think that Riot hasn't added any chest bones to those guys. Just thought it was weird. Yeah, it is probably kind of unlikely. That's 6 in a row. Yeah. You can do previous days. Yes. Easy. Oh, that's such a good draft. I think we win in this. Boys. Google showed a bunch of guys squatting. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what it is. That's why that's why Gemini said that he should use a tracksuit for speed or throw bottles. Tell me, what would be the ultimate for Gopnik?
A Gopnik's ultimate ability could be called Semechki Barrage. The character pulls out a bag of sunflower seeds and rapidly throws them in a cone, dealing damage and slowing enemies. The animation could feature the character spitting and yelling aggressively.
ChatGPT isn't afraid being racist against specific groups, I guess it's not racism really. It's more like stereotyping some part of a, but it's funny that he would definitely be very, very, very in other circumstances he wouldn't be as eager. I can imagine him being very, very careful, stereotyping ultimates like this. But again, I understand it's not really that the same thing. But I've been speaking with these AIs a lot, and I noticed that sometimes it's just because they are trained on those data sets, and it basically mimics the same way people think, or the way people have been thinking for like 30 years and stuff. But yeah, Samochki barrage, Samochki means sunflower seeds. Sweet Lord. I fell victim to those guys that I told you that they do the shameful behavior. He spells out Adidas. Yeah. It's pattern recognition. I understand. That's for me that's a little bit different, because that's a different argument which you can go into. You can say, oh, okay, it's not discrimination, it's pattern recognition. Yeah, it's true, because AI, it doesn't have it doesn't have really any, well, it shouldn't have any discrimination in its mind. It should just do the pattern recognition. But what I'm saying is that after it has been trained, after it does all the pattern recognition, right? And then you would ask it a lot of stuff about, oh, what this community does, what this community does. After that has been done, what they usually do, no, I can't play this, sorry, Azap, I have to dodge it, because on Azap's stream, he says that you shouldn't even dodge. No surrender, no dodging. But come on, I can't play, What do you want me to play, Tarek? I can't do that. Shaco? It's only 6 minutes, so I can dodge. So after all the pattern recognition is done, they put in filters to kind of, to make it more, quote unquote, safe. But they definitely don't put in filters for these Eastern European stereotypes, because, well, frankly, no one cares about them. So that's what I mean. Too bad, Father, you don't play Udyr. Udyr destroys Mundo. No. What do you mean play Iron Trust? I'm picturing sort of a Lee Sin character. Yeah, Lee Sin is a little bit. Lee Sin is a little bit like that. So what would be this guy's passive?
A Gopnik's passive could be called Squat Bonus. When the character remains stationary for a short period, they enter a squatting stance, gaining increased armor and magic resistance. After being stationary for a longer period, they gain a burst of movement speed when they start moving again.
That's actually kind of genius, It's interesting that AI is so creative with this. And I guess that's not real creativity, because it's kind of, it's trained on other human creativity, but still,
Thank you. It's fascinating how AI can generate creative ideas based on the data it has been trained on. While it might not be creativity in the human sense, it's still impressive how it can combine and remix existing
You know what I've been thinking about AI all the time. I think about AI all the time, and Q lockout timer, because of abandoned team, it's a little bit different. That's why I read it. Because you abandoned recent game champs to in the games you're currently unable to join a queue. I think they changed something. Either they changed this little subtitle or the big subtitle. I think Q lockout timer is the new thing. And yeah, it sounds like Teemo, right? It sounds like Teemo. I've been thinking about this thing where his idea about squatting Guy and the passive being when you sit in place, you enter the squat mode. And I think he said something that when you start to move, you get a movement speed boost, right? Very similar to Timo, but I don't think Timo gets a movement speed boost. He gets a attack speed boost, right? So that's a very, very good idea. It's like creativity-wise, it's a good idea. And if you think about how human mind does the creative stuff, I think, and this might sound like doomerish a little bit, but I think that that's exactly the same way humans do creative things. They do exactly the same sort of pattern recognition / combining of ideas. So you know, yeah. On the other hand, there's a channel I really like called The Dark Somnium, I believe. And it's a creepypasta channel where it is a creepypasta channel. It's only a little bit different. Those of you who know those creepypastas, you know that they usually have they're kind of scary and sometimes kind of disgusting, but more scary. No, it's 99% scary, 1% disgusting. It's usually disgust is not something that they do there. But it's still, there's blood sometimes, you know, there's a little bit of that. But this Dark Somnium is a little bit different because his stories are longer and they are usually something weird. Like it starts off normal and then it goes into some kind of like a dimensional or, you know, all kinds of like weird things. And it's more emotional and it's more like a story. It's hard to explain. In any case, the reason I mention it is because I imagined that, okay, what if AI does the same thing that he does in his channel or on another channel? Because, you know, it can copy the voice, it can copy the stories, whatever. Would I listen to it? And the answer is no, because for some reason I, as a human, I want to listen to the human doing that. I care that, that's... I don't know what it is, but it's like I don't want to watch two robots play chess. I want to watch two humans play chess, or a human play chess against a robot. Because I care about human story, and it's weird. It's interesting that is that's the way it is, and the same with any art. You know, I do not want to see art generated by AI. Sometimes I do, you know, sometimes when it's funny or, you know, there's a reason for it. But I usually want to see it made by a human because, I don't know, I relate to it or something. Yeah. Maybe I just relate to it. Okay, my guy, let's do another champion inspired by the same themes.
Alright, let's brainstorm another champion concept inspired by Eastern European themes. How about a character based on the legendary Bogatyr Knights? We could call him Slavomir, the Ironclad. He'd be a heavily armored juggernaut, maybe wielding a massive axe or hammer, and his abilities could focus on powerful slams and earth-shattering attacks.
I actually don't know what you're talking about at all. Maybe something with babushkas.
Okay, let's explore a babushka-inspired champion. She could be a surprisingly powerful mage or support, perhaps using traditional remedies to heal allies or debuff enemies with curses and superstitions. Her visual design could incorporate elements of traditional folk clothing with a modern twist. What do you think?
You know, there's this thing where there's a meme that babushkas are actually like cameras looking over, you know, surveillance cameras from their windows. Maybe something with that.
That's a fun idea. We could have a babushka character who acts as a support, using her surveillance to provide vision and information for her team. Her abilities could involve placing wards disguised as flower pots, or knitting needles that reveal enemy positions. She could even have an ultimate that reveals the entire enemy team on the map for a short duration.
I've seen babushkas actually smash people with a grocery bag.
That's hilarious. We could definitely incorporate that into her kit. Maybe one of her abilities could be called Grocery Bag Bash, where she swings a heavy bag of groceries, dealing damage and stunning enemies. It would fit perfectly with the babushka surveillance theme, adding a touch of unexpected
what's fun about those conversations is that he takes all of this stuff seriously, and that makes it more ridiculous. When I say that, for example, I just said, okay, I've seen that, babushkas smashing with a grocery bag, and then he says, oh yeah, this is the grocery bag smashing and stunning enemies. And when he adds that stunning enemies, that makes it funny for me, because he took it so seriously that he thought about adding a stun effect to it, because, well, it's a, heavy grocery bag. It's the connection of minds that we strive for, which AI can't replace. Yeah, that's a big thing. I think that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. Do you think this grocery bag could be like a weapon? I mean, for example, Aphelios has this thing where he swaps weapons, and maybe the babushka could have a grocery bag which she smashes the ground with, and depending on what is in the grocery bag, you actually get a different effect on the map because of that. Oh no, he got stuck.
That's a fantastic idea. We could call it Babushka's Bounty. She could have different effects depending on what's in the bag. Maybe a bag of potatoes for a slowing effect, or a jar of pickles for a poison effect. It would add a fun, unpredictable element to her gameplay.
Do you think Riot Games would ever go for this?
That's a fun idea. Riot Games has a history of creating unique and memorable characters, so a babushka champion with a grocery bag weapon could definitely be a hit.
Come on, please think. What is the percentage chance that they will add this?
Alright, let's get real. Riot Games is known for its creativity, but a babushka with a grocery bag might be a bit too out there, even for them. They tend to stick to more serious or fantastical themes, so I'd say the chances are pretty low. Maybe around 5%? Still, it's a fun concept to imagine.
It's interesting. Riot Games usually adds these very good names for champions, and they sometimes do this thing where it sounds like the thing, but it's not spelled like the thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean. Riot Games often plays with champion names, making them sound familiar while adding a unique twist. It's a clever way to blend fantasy and reality, and it definitely adds to the game's charm.
So given this, what would be the champion name for the babushka?
Given that Riot Games likes to play with names, we could call her Baba Anya. Baba is a term of endearment for grandmothers in Eastern Europe, and Anya is a common name. It sounds friendly, but also hints at her powerful, perhaps mischievous, nature.
I don't like this.
Okay, no problem. We could also consider names like Matushka Vera or Babka Yelena, which have a similar feel but might resonate differently. What do you think of those options?
I think it needs to be babushka, but differently.
How about Babushka Vladislava?
No. You just said that you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you clearly do not.
You're right, I apologize. Let's try this again. Riot Games often uses names that sound like real words but are spelled differently. Keeping that in mind, how about Babushka Volya? Volya sounds like Volga, the famous Russian river, but also means...
No, he doesn't understand what I'm talking about. He doesn't understand what I'm talking about. Hello, Yad Kuri Boch. Welcome. Will they ban Yorick? We'll see. Jar of pickles. Babushka Ilawi. I still wait for Azirskin when he's an African dictator with child soldiers. Yeah. Yeah. I really thought bonedle was Elise. It was a sneaky one. Yeah, I saw one streamer do the bonedle and think that that's Victor today. Spoiler alert, that's not Victor. Not Victor. Yeah, not Victor. But I learned that not all bones are bones. One thing that is a little bit unclean is that, especially if you go in the second bonedle of all time, I think it was the either 6th of June or 5th, or I don't remember which one. I think it was 6th. The one which is, well, I guess I'm gonna spoil it. The Darius one. It has bones, quote unquote, but they don't do any kind of bending of the mesh, which is like the character, you know, it doesn't do any limb animation. The bones are not like bones in that sense, but they are there just to kind of have these points where weapons usually have that. They have these long strings, kind of like these long lines, and they actually don't bend anything. They just give the position for the object, you know. So yeah, not all bones are bones. It's in the spin, but it's in every animation. It's in you can see a little, you know, the Darius, his axe has these lines, and they don't make really any sense. Why does the axe have so many lines? But it does. But it does. Yeah. It really did look like a Victor now that I think about it. Yeah. AI right now is a yes man machine. That is so true. That is so true. But I think it's the right way to introduce AI in the world of humans, because imagine if it wasn't a yes man machine. People would be big mad. Imagine how many scandals would we have in the world because somebody asked him something and then he offended him. Right? Is Unflinching trolling against Kennen? I do not like this game. I think Axe has some kind of animation on its own. Yes, it does. If you slow down the third animation of that bundle, you can see that the axe becomes bigger. Much, much bigger. It expands, yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like a hex stack axe. Oh, there it is. Would you call this Zillion washed up, or is it too rude to say that? It is rude to say that, but that's what, every time I, get close to master rank, I see these players and I think, is he washed up, are we gonna have a bad game? I don't mind playing against Kennen, by the way. I do not mind playing against that guy. Because when he spins, there's an animation of the whirl of his blade. That's what I took the bones to be. There's an animation of the whirl of his blade. Oh, this guy. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, but I believe that there's something like that. Trundle, for example, has only one big bone in his weapon. But Darius has like one bone, and then there's like a branch of bones, like 5. So. Okay, let's play a good game, okay? Let's play a smart game. Let's not get... Because we all know what's gonna happen when that Nocturne shows up, you know? We all know what's gonna happen, so... So, yeah. Yorick is gonna be an interesting bundle, by the way. It's gonna be very... He's weird. He's weird. It's gonna be a little bit hard to add him, simply because he has pets, and it messes with the system. The pets mess with the system, and it's, you know, I need to... I will probably need to kind of hand edit the mesh and the GLB file. GLB file is the file that websites use for the 3D models. And right now it's kind of set up in a specific way, and if the bone structure differs, like it has pets and stuff, then, you know. Actually, I should troll everybody, and I should add a ghoul as the bonedle. Just a ghoul. Ah, missed it. It's all good. I wonder if I can... I don't know. I'm ahead in CS, which is really good. Please hit me, don't hit children. Yeah, there it is. What the F is this? Why is he ganking so early? Why are you ganking this early, my boy? I don't need this. Oh no, they're gonna dive now. Can they even do it? Oh, sweet lord. Sometimes, you know, I don't like to think about this because I think that's whining, but sometimes I think, damn, these guys, when you are a streamer, you will get ganked. It's just gonna happen because they want that, you know. Ah, yeah, you got that push. Yeah, Cannon. Be happy, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Oh, he missed everything. Very nice. Ah, he's probably not gonna die though. I don't think this was good because he's gonna be back in time, and I'm gonna be kind of stuck here. So, you know, this is gonna be a tough lane now. Because I can't get back. Maybe TP is good just because you have to calculate in the fact that there's going to be ganks, and you're going to have to survive those ganks, you know? I actually haven't missed too much CS. He for some reason is again doing the ego. Oh no, he's not doing the ego. Okay. I need this. I need this push. I can't let him not let this into the tower. Oh, he does. Whew. Thank you, Mr. Cannon. Much appreciated. That's really a lot, you know. The appreciation I feel for him for not freezing it, it's, you know, it's beyond. Mr. Yorick, how are you, my friend? How's the poke today? Welcome, my friend. The poke is actually pretty good. Been suffering from some ganks, but that's, you know, part of being alive. As Buddha said, life is getting ganked, which means life is suffering. Check out the bundle if you haven't. What are you doing, my boy? Sweet Jesus. Yeah. Wow, that would have been... I would have liked for him to die. That cannon. Oh, this is actually pretty good. As far as a situation goes, this is not that. Oh no no no! Please! Oh no! What the f is that? Ari. Okay. Got killed by a wave. Okay. I probably do want to swap back. I'll stay if she doesn't mind, but I probably do want to, you know. To be Yorick is to be ganked, yeah. True. And now he's gonna have level 6. Now is the real fun is gonna start. The real fun is gonna start. Oh, there he is. I can play the game a little bit. I can play the game a little bit. It's fun to play the game. It's like I played the game for like 5 seconds. Now again I have to be afraid that he's gonna use his R on me. He's probably at the dragon, but who knows? What if he's in the bushes? Sometimes they kill you before they do dragon, and you know, it can happen. Meanwhile, poor Gwen is just farming. You know, I don't know Flamer. I have no idea about the rhythms of the jungle, but I can definitely see there's a little bit of a difference in action, you know, from the jungler. There's a little bit of a difference. Okay. Now get rich and monetize it so you can lower your ping. I will monetize it soon. I will add some ads in it, but Google ads. But I'm gonna do it very, very, you know, lightly, the same as other bundles do at the bottom of the page, because you know I would like it to be, you know, I would like this to be my full-time thing. That would be wonderful. But it's not gonna lower my ping because my ping is, you know, that's not easy. How can you lower the ping? It's pretty low as it is, right? Skip it pop. That's all I can say about all this. I don't think we're going to win against this Nocturne. I don't see... We just, you know, I don't know what to do. I can just do my best. But he is really, really good. You know, I can't do anything really against his... I guess against his macro, against his ganks and stuff. I can't really do much against any of that. Your ping is about what I get it here in States, and I'm only 8 hours from that server. You mean... What do you mean? Do you mean the 35 MS and you're 8? So do you play on the EU Nordic and East server from United States? Is that what you're saying? I play at 9. Oh, interesting. Any day why I type URL for bonedle, I get redirected to by domain. Which one do you type in? That shouldn't happen. Do you mean bonedle.com? Or which one? There it is. But that's not for me, probably. Oh, 8 hours from the Chicago server. Interesting that they have only one server. Is that really true? I can play the game for like 30 seconds, then I have to cover in fear again. Although he just used it, so I probably don't have to cover in fear too much. Okay, I can play the game a little bit. I like it. I like it. Oh. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. She was 1 item ahead. I mean, completed item ahead. Chicago. Yeah, come on. I'm Latvian, so I can probably pronounce stuff the way I want, and it's not gonna... people not gonna flame me for it. Although you proved it otherwise. You proved it. It takes me to GoDaddy. What? Are you... Check... It's impossible. It should give you the real domain. It should open the website. It can't be that you... it redirects to GoDaddy. Okay. Is Camille the support? I think she is. So... we should be very, very forceful here on this guy. Yeah, there we go, there we go. That's exactly what we needed to do. But not at the cost of the first blood tower, right? Okay. Actually, you gave me a scare. No, it doesn't take, just check the website. I don't think it, I think something's wrong on your end. I'm almost sure. I'm almost sure. Maybe there's a typo or something. Now I can start playing the game against Akali a little bit better, because I don't think she's gonna win this time. I don't think she's gonna win this time. She probably wants to do again with the same thing with the Ignite. There it is. She wants to do the same thing with Ignite, but not gonna let her. Not gonna let her. Had to do it. Sorry. Too fed. I'm glad that the family doesn't flash with you, by the way. When you flash. Okay. Jinx has a bounty. Let's see if I can take that off. No, she's smart. Zillion almost has a... he's almost legendary. Okay. Chicago. Yeah, I know. That's one of those... For some reason I don't like saying Chicago, although I have heard that a lot. And I kind of have seen and heard that people say it like that, and it makes a lot of sense. Can we get this Jinx? That's my question. Can we get her? There he is. This cannon is quite fed if we look at his items, but I'm not too afraid of him. Come on, cannon. Got outplayed over there. Got outplayed over there a little bit, you know. Oh. No. Oh no, he's looking for vision for that Nocturne R. That's what I think is going on. That's what I think is going on. I believe in them. I believe in my teammates. I'm gonna do my best to do something while that's going on. I'm gonna do my best, my boys. Okay. I do not like the idea of buying armor again, but I have to do that. I really have to do that. Okay, Camille. I'm gonna bait Jinx now. She thinks she can fight. What she doesn't know is that oh. There it is, Master Baiter Yorick. This is actually perfect, you know. It was as good a bait as it gets, actually. Except I used Ignite where I probably didn't need to. Just because I didn't know if she has flash, you know? Oh, no, what am I doing? Whew, sweet lord. Oh, almost bought 2 of those haunting guises. And just like that, we don't need to go there anymore. Oh. Pressed the button. Pressed the button. Will you send the screenshot to my email? Because if there's something nefarious going on, you know, maybe somebody hacked it or hacked your computer or something to put ads in it. Something like that. I think I can take the tower and then go top. What do you think? I don't know. I think I need to go now. Hopefully these guys are going to push the wave. 1. Come on. Come on. 2. Okay, missed 2. It's fine. Should I poke him or get the cannon? You know, it is what it is. Had to get the cannon, I hope you understand. Cannon over PvP. Cannon over PvP. Oh, what am I doing? What the F am I doing, boys? Cannon boy, what's going on there? He might be recalling either in bushes. Oh, there he is. That's, you know, that's always satisfying. That is always satisfying. And you're talking about the bonedle.reto.lol, right? You're not talking about reto lol or a different subdomain or something? Cannon got outsmarted there, actually. Got outpoked. Now I'm slurping up 2 lanes. And, you know, it's never... It's, you know... Yeah. I've come to think that it's not a good thing when you slurp up multiple lanes. It's not a good thing. I actually don't want to be here. I want to be top when the dragon fight starts. So I'm going to do the big walk. The big walk all across the whole map. Actually, can't go there because Twitch is there. Well, I guess I should join this fight. Unlucky that I'm here, but it is what it is. Eeny, one, eeny. Too slow. At least he was forced to use it on himself instead of using it for Jinx. Oh, Twitch is here. Twitch is here. But is that enough? No. The answer is no, it's not. Let's look at them. Zillion is quite strong, right? What do you think of Yorick's lore? I personally think that Jedmore is such an interesting character. You know, I think that they feel like Yorick is lame, and that's why they don't, you know, they don't add lore to him. But I think it's lore. Yorick is funny, and he should definitely get some more lore, yeah. I sometimes use the wall like this just to kind of disperse the damage of the wave, so the ghouls, when they... Now the ghouls are pushing and only one of them has a little bit of health gone. But sometimes when you don't use the wall to kind of block the cannon minion, what's going to happen is... where do I go? Do I catch this cannon or do I do what now? I don't know. Cannon TP'd or something? What happened? Oh, you got which animation gave it away? First, second, or third? I remember the first one. I remember the second one, and the third one was I don't remember the third one actually. Oh, there she goes. Don't fight me, Akali. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's some pinging going on. There's a lot of pinging going on there. We do be pinging out here. We do be pinging out here. Third one confused you even more. That's funny. That's funny. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Maiden, so he can just enjoy those, all of that push there. That Baron buff and that Dragon buff is a little bit too much for me to, you know. Yeah. Well, GG. GG. I don't see your email. Or you didn't send it to me. I'm actually really curious what exactly is going on there, because you know, people can do all sorts of things for your to your all sorts of things to your websites. What would you say is your second favorite champion? Either Vel'Koz or Gragas, or Singed. Or Singed. Yeah, those Nocturne ganks, I don't know. They worked out. They just worked out. They worked out well. If you could nuke a LOL champion, which would it be? Probably Kha'Zix, because he would, you know, survive that. Because he's a cockroach, right? Cockroaches survive nukes. I still want to make a Mundo game, but I don't have a concrete idea. Mundo game would be hot right now, and it would fall obviously under the same domain Rito.lol. But but very often I get these initial ideas for it, but they are not fully fleshed, and then I get stuck. That's my mind always. That's my routine in my brain. I had this idea that, for example, there would be this mundo on screen from the side profile, or I guess it's called the profile, right? And you would touch with your mouse, or if you're on a mobile device, you would click on his head and drag it back a little bit, and he would be at a tower. And you would drag back the head and then release, and it sort of bound. It's kind of like a slingshot smash to the tower, and that's it. That's the only idea I had, and I guess it's better than nothing. But it doesn't really make enough sense, I think, for me to do it. It doesn't make enough sense. I think my time is better spent updating the bonedle to have a better UI. Rank is... Let's look at the rank. By the way, Zillion wasn't washed. He was a good player. By the way, Zillion was not washed. By the way, I think Riftmaker is actually really good. Riftmaker, you know what Riftmaker does? Riftmaker does, it does give you the fat stacks. It does give you the fat stacks. No, it doesn't give you the fat stacks. You know what it does give you? It does give you the compounding interest, okay? And what do I mean by compounding interest? It's simple. You have these percentage increases, right? And when you put those increases on top of one another, I think they are doing the compounding interest. So hello, Father. Why so early in the morning? Vacation or unemployment? I always stream at this time. Why would you say unemployment? I knew you'd catch on Riftmaker sooner or later. Did you spam it? And I ignored you? Been away. Yeah, what happened was AP happened. I guess it's not AP because technically it's 50-50. But yeah, it's AP. I like it now. I like it. Riftmaker is... and I would... Like a year ago, I would have said, that's crazy. What are you talking about? But again, they nerfed Yorick's damage so much through ghouls that now it makes sense. It burns, It burns. It doesn't burn when they... okay, I'm not going to say it. It's just, it burns. The more you are in the fight, the longer you are, the higher the likelihood that they're going to die. How do the slaps do? Yeah, it's more ghoul focused. It's E. E is more of a slap than the Q. And the Q is more of, you apply Leandries through Q too. So it's fine, you can do that. I think Titanic Hydra could also work, except for the fact that it does not apply the burn from Leandry. And that is trolling. That is trolling. From Riot, of course. But what's funny is that Hydra does not apply it, but the Stripebreaker does, which is, again, Riot, what you doing? It's the same thing again. Now, Smolder is going to be mid, which means that... What does that even mean? Actually, I'm kind of thinking, hey, what if I get the Hydra now in this match? What do you think about getting Hydra and then getting the Leandries? Probably not, though. Probably not, right? We can't risk that. Or can we? I don't know. The ghouls are not as strong with Hydra. Probably not. Probably not. Hydra does not have any cooldown reduction. What about Riftmaker Bloodmail? No. I don't think so. Not spam, but recommended a couple weeks back. Oh, a couple weeks is not... I think I've been doing this for a month or something already. Bramble Vest Rush. Let's look at it. So Tarek heals, Twitch... Nafiri does heal? Infernal Nessus, does he heal? Smolder, does he heal? No. If I was playing against Nessus... Actually, against Nessus, you don't get Bramble Vest, you get the Executioner's Calling. Yeah. A lot of people from Poland currently playing bonedle. I've noticed an interesting thing when looking at the stats. Very often there's like a burst of players in one location on the map, which means that, at least in my mind, it means that, it is unlikely that in this city people randomly, for example, in some obscure Poland city, suddenly there are 5 people playing. And that means that I think a group of friends just shared it amongst each other and played it at the same time. And that's nice to see. That's nice to see. Go Chad Malignance, Yorick. I think Malignance is a trolling item because it doesn't work on Maiden anymore. But it did. Somebody said that it did work on Maiden. It used to work on Maiden. Gnar was frozen in true ice for a long, long time. Hey Gemini, there's a champion by the name Gnar, and I'm wondering, how do you pronounce his name?
The general consensus for pronouncing Nar is with a silent G, making it sound like Nar, Na'a. It's similar to how you pronounce gnarly.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not like, you know, those rapper names like G-Eazy and G-Unit and, you know, G-Groceries and stuff like that?
That's a good point. While Nar is often pronounced with a silent G, you're right that there are other words and names with a hard G sound at the beginning. If you're unsure, it might be best to ask the person how they prefer to pronounce their name.
Okay, calm down. It's a fictional character.
In that case, it's definitely pronounced with a hard G, like Nor. It's a bit of a pun on his name, since he's a...
What? Gemini going caveman mode. Gemini going caveman mode. G dry cleaner. G unit, G easy, G little G. I bet there are not one, but at least 5 rappers by the name G easy. No, G Lil. No, Lil G. Lil G is what I meant. Lil G. G Wiz, yeah. You know what's funny? Lil Wayne, I believe, released a rap album this week or last week, and it featured him as a baby on the cover. Damn, these greedy guys. You greeders. G Reed. G Reed would be cool. R-E-E-D. Because it's greed. And G Reed. Reed is like a name sometimes. And it was him as a baby with tattoos. And it's a nice idea, but I've seen it a lot. And for some reason, rappers think that they shamelessly do the same thing that others do. And, you know, itty what it It G what it It G what it Z. What are you doing, boy? What you doing, boy? Why are you hitting me like that? Why are you spitting that lava? He's spitting that lava. He's spitting that lava on me. People were mad, some of the comments were mad that I overused the word scooped up in that Irelia video. And although I do agree I did overuse it, but I think I just barely overused it, okay? I just tipped just a tiny little bit over the line. Well, this was not the best use of Ignite, but it was still, I think, necessary to kind of give him to kind of push him back. I think it was still kind of a little bit necessary. Maybe I can even freeze it because of that. I think it's because of that. Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem here or what? We do have a problem. We kinda had a problem, but then the ghouls took care of it. Unfortunately, this means that this guy is having a kind of a semi-free lane now. And I probably have to go back with losing this, you know, these guys. Yeah, of course, of course. By the way, I have to swap very quickly because damn, this is bad. Because he does get extra stacks from my ghouls, so we could lose the game easily just off the back of that, you know. Malignant still works on your maiden. I just tried it. Really? What? Okay. That's okay. That is so bad that that invade led to this guy getting the kill. That is so bad. Because these guys now are kind of like a liability instead of being a helper for me. Because he's just going to get extra stacks on top of those. And I can't really do anything about that. Yeah. I saw you in YouTube Shorts. Well done, YouTube Shorts. Okay. Hey, this is not fair. This is not fair at all. I have to make sure that I stop this because he's snowballing on the back of that invade. He really is. Look at that huge difference in CS for me and him. Someone needs to help me now. I really don't know what to do because I'm really stuck here. This is the worst possible situation that Smolder could have. Yorick against Smolder could have. He gets behind, Smolder kills him, and then he's kind of stuck here without any, no threat, no nothing. I really hope that I can swap with this Mundo at some point, even though Nasus is even worse. Nasus could be even worse. There it is. Wow, that's lucky that he got bugged there into that wall. That's actually wow. I am grateful for that wall bug there. Who is there? Who is there? Is that Nafiri? She must be level 5, right? No, that is the, you know. Okay. Look at this party over here. Mundo, don't give up the kill. What are you doing, guy? Oh, sweet Jesus. E. Nasus E. Oh, no. What is up with that? Poor Mundo is gonna die from, yeah, someone's there. I am so lucky that I got that smolder there before with that wall. But I think he learned. I think he learned. What is a bundle? Is this a government bundle? No, you do not get paid. You will only get paid by newer and more fun games that will come out of the Rito.lol universe. Okay, he used it quickly. I want to stop laning against this guy, because... Oh. Oh, you didn't need to flash. What are you doing? That was a little bit too much. Please, Mundo, show us. Show us the power of healing. He actually showed us the power of being blocked. Yeah, he got out. Come on, Fiddlesticks, why aren't you there? I don't get it, you know, it was so clear that Smolder is about to hit those, he is about to hit those... Why is he letting the wave go to waste? I don't understand. It's just so easy to see, hey man, you know, I'm not there. Just, come on, you know, help. Help with the wave. And he just doesn't care. Okay. What the F is Mundo doing now? Can we do it, or is this trolling? I feel like this is trolling, guy. What the F? What the F is Mundo doing? And why isn't anybody mid? I guess my bad for coming to cover mid, right? No, cover top. I guess my bad. Well, lucky for us. This is really lucky for us. Let's go, let's go. Come on, my boy. Come on, mister. Come on, mister from another sister. Okay, fine. At least it worked out, you know. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Okay. That's perfect swap now. Smolder got smashed by that Dr. Mundo. I might have to get the executioners. Oh my sweet lord. Oh my sweet lord. Yeah. Okay. I might have to get the executioners. Smart Nessus. He knew I was in those bushes. I wasn't quivering in the bushes though. You know? Oh, the passive pool spawns. What? Interesting. You took his wave, so he trolled. No, I didn't take his wave. I came there because he died to a gank. So I thought that, hey, he dies to a gank, I go top, I get the wave, he goes mid, everything is good. He gets a wave. Look at that. Look at that healing. Yeah, you know, actually, come to think about it, I would have killed him if I got the executioners instead of... I just thought that, hey, you know, hunting guys is going to be better. What am I doing? Okay, I can't stay anymore. He also gets extra stacks on ghouls. So there's double trouble on the map. I don't think I'm going to be able to side lane against any of these guys, so you might see me join some team fights. You might see me join some team fights in this match. There's my ward. Okay. Poor maiden. Dog smart. No one likes to play against smart Nasus players. Yeah. Yeah, I do this very often. I go top when he dies. Because it's a win-win for us. I get his wave, he gets my wave. You know, that's it. Well, he might not get the full wave, but still, it's better than getting the, you know, leaving it to waste. Okay. Maybe I can win against Nasus with Iceborne Gauntlet, but that's only maybe. That's only maybe. But that is only... Oh, Mundo, he's going to be tilted because of these guys taking his farm. We'll see if he gets tilted about that. We'll see. Nasus will feed off of your minions. Yep, 100%. I'm lost. I can't go there. I literally make him stronger when I go and play against him. Nasus is really going to have a good time. He's really going to have a good time. Except if we gank him. That was good. That ignite, I think, worked miracles. Oh, Twitch isn't here even. Spilt milk under the bridge. You know when where I first heard that saying? The movie about the financial crisis. What are you doing, guy? Oh, I get it. Didn't need to flash, but There was double what you doing boy moment. One of them was for Tarek and the other one was for me. Although Tarek arguably did it, it made more sense that he did it because he wanted to stun me so that Twitch can kill me. Don't let him do that. Okay. Oh, Twitch is gonna come and kill me. Whew. That's not great at all. How did Tarek die? That's what I want to know. Yes, I'm buying this before Leandri's. I think that it's important. "11 seconds, we can still do something." Okay. I need to start getting some ghouls from this dragon. But not like so that Nessus, you know, can just feed off of them. There's that Mundo coming in. Okay. There he is. They smell you. Sorry. Too stinky, rat. Okay, they stopped smelling him for some reason, and I don't know where it is. They stopped smelling him. Mundo is mad at me, but, you know, if you think just for... I know that Dr. Mundos are not known for their intelligence, but you don't really need to think. I understand that Mundos don't have, you know, they have the lore, if you go by lore, they don't really have anything in the brain. But you don't have to think, you can just look at the map and you can see, oh, Smolder is there, so I didn't push it. That's why I didn't push it, right? And that's it. So I still think that even Mundo should understand that, right? I think that even Mundo should understand that. Okay. I do not like this. I wonder if Nessus is gonna have enough to kind of deter me, but we'll see. He might actually, together with the teammates later on. Okay. So Nessus is probably not gonna join that fight, we'll see. But I feel like he might not. So I'll be honest, I do like the Fiddlesticks ult. Okay. Honestly, that Nessus is a problem. That Nessus is a huge problem from my perspective. Oh no, oh no, 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 that's not... Okay, okay. Mundo getting back his health. That's what Dr. Mundo is about. That's what I like to see. Just getting back that health and being able to fight again. Where's that machine gun at? Where's that machine gun at? Where's that machine gun at? Come on. Okay. Nasus is probably going to be here. So I have to very quickly leave this and go bot. Hopefully Smolder dies way before the fight. Oh, there he is. There. Oh. Oh, there's Twitch. There's Twitch. Yeah. I really would like to have 3 graves, please. Nope. They might be doing Baron. No. Please tell me that Dr. Mundo outscales Nasus. A little bit of distraction from the dragon. Thank you very much. Have to nibble this Neferia a little bit. Oh, there she is. Sweet lord. Where do I... Yeah. No, it's... I appreciate the help, but please don't die with me. Please don't die together with me. Let's look at that malignance. Where is it? I wonder if it's worth though, because that damage might be way less than this guy. Way less, especially 6% is a lot. If you think about those compounding interest rates. What is he doing? I think Twitch dies. Okay, he didn't. Mundo is doing a little bit of that. Okay. That's not what Alois, that's not what I was promised. That is not what I was promised, okay? That is not what I was promised. And Riftmaker is 8, yeah. I was just comparing it to the 6 that the Haunting Guys gives you. By the way, releasing Maiden like this, worthless. I shouldn't have done it. Although, if I see Nessus there, I could, you know... Oh, Smolder, okay, that's fine. This time it's gonna work just because none of them are there to deal with it. Where are you, Twitch? Where are you? Twitch? Are you coming? You are. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for saving me here. Let's see how Nafiri deals with this. Actually, not too bad. Not too shabby. Maybe I can catch her if they don't have vision here. Okay, there's a pack of wolves there. How is she so smart? Or is she just randomly pushing? And now she's gonna go here, right? Unlucky Pokrick. Mr. Unluck. Mr. Unluck. Okay. That was definitely a poking moment of all time, actually. Where's that 12% at? Where's that 12%er at? What's extra nice about that is that I didn't have Maiden, I didn't have ghouls, I had nothing really. Okay. Okay, Mundo is gonna do a little bit of pushing there. We have to keep these guys busy. Oh. Where's that valuable push happening here? You know that this literally... By the way, his head isn't touching the inhibitor, but anyway. By the way, this inhibitor is definitely gonna be negative value. It's definitely gonna be negative value. Oh no. I was not promised this Mundo. I was actually promised a Mundo that dives somebody in the fountain and distracts the enemy so much that we can win the game. That's not what I was promised, my friends. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break and then I'm gonna play 1 or 2 more games, okay? 1 or 2 more games. I'll be back in just 1 moment, okay? I'll be back in just 1 moment. But it was a mid-gap, you know, you can't do much against Smolder. He's just gonna roam around and win against Yorick. Okay. Okay. I think this will be the last match because we do not want to have the situation that happened on last stream where I needed to update the website and the game was going on and on and on and on and on and on and on, you know. Oh, I have a typo. It says bonedle, not bonedle. Good morning, gruesome skunk. Summer night DGAF. Imagine Pokrik has pre-made Pocket Him Until the Dead, conquering the server, Kipo. Now, I have to say I don't understand that comment. I understand some words. I understand some words with connection with other words, but overall, if I look at that, I don't understand it. I would have to copy-paste that in Gemini. But that is going to make you all want to make comments like that. So Gemini, you know, I would do that. But let me do that. What this mean? Let's see what he says. Deciphering chat. Sveiki, Huba Buba. Brownie Monkey, welcome. Welcome. This message is from Twitch chat and uses common gaming slang. Pokrik, likely username of a player. Okay, good. Pre-made, okay. Pocket him until dead. In gaming, pocketing means having a support player dedicate all the healing assistance once playing. Until he dead, meaning to do relentlessly for the entire game. Okay. Kipo. Okay, I get it. That's a M emote. So I kind of get what you were saying. But, you know. You know. Yeah, this is definitely the last game. I'm not going to play more than this. Okay? Not going to play more than this. Ba-dum-bum. I was watching Pink Word yesterday.
It could be dangerous.
Oh, I just opened up his stream and he has banned Yorick. I wonder why Shaco bans Yorick. And somebody banned Shaco. He immediately dodges. What did he?
Why so serious? XD.
He should play bonedle while he, you know, he's forced to dodge. This is actually perfect. This would be, you know, I wish his chat would spam him to play bonedle. Because it is the perfect, you know, I don't mean to, you know, I don't mean to advertise too much, but that is the perfect time to play the bonedle, right? When someone bans your champion. Unfortunately, I can't do this on this stream because, well, I know all the answers. it deserves the same hype. You know, I agree, but the UI needs to be much better. People say that they don't understand stuff. They don't understand what it means to, somebody even wrote a comment just now. Let me read it from my YouTube studio. It reads, despite doing 3D animation damn near non-stop the past 4 days, I somehow didn't understand what you meant by guess a champ by their bones. Pause to check it out. It actually really well done and a lot harder than I'd figured it'd be. Nice comment. It's by Unova7503. But the fact that people sometimes don't understand what's going on, I just want to do my best so that people do understand. And especially, let's say that in the future, there is a moment where Baus discovers it and he plays it to his, hundreds of thousands of viewers. I want it to be in the tip-top shape, so if I have a choice, does he discover it now or does he discover it in the future? I would choose he discover it in the future, if you know what I'm saying. But it doesn't mean, that he shouldn't play it now. But I'm just saying that I want the biggest hype to be when it's the most ready. There's a little bit of meowing going on. Do you hear it? Can you hear it? You know when she does this? When the wife is not home. Milda? 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 No? Kāpēc tu ņaudi? She thought no one's at home. It's so funny sometimes that she's doing the big meowing. And it is big meowing. It's not like normal. It's like she's walking across the whole apartment and just doing these big meows, like, imposing her will upon the air. And then when she sees me that I'm actually home, she's kind of shocked and pretending that, oh, no, nothing. What? No. What? I wasn't doing anything. And then she clears the browser history. Doesn't make any sense, but, you can somehow connect it with other activities when nothing's home, nobody's home. You could somehow connect that. How is bonedle doing? I saw it launched, says Hunter. It's doing very well. People like it. A lot of people online. Every day it's played like 7,000 to 10,000 plays, which doesn't mean unique players. It means that, if someone refreshes the page and plays again, then it counts that. Although it doesn't count when you skip to a different day, so it is kind of skewed in that way. So the plays is probably even more. But it's definitely, as I said in my yesterday's video, I wake up and I see that the website is down, and I think, and my brain immediately is on, the glow you get when you get attacked in League of Legends, the glow on the edges on your screen. That's what started being for me, because I thought, okay, people want to see this website. Why is it down? Milda, Catrick. You know what she likes? She likes to be in the sun and just meowing at the seagulls. Because again, I live on the last floor, so I'll ban Smolder, I live on the last floor. So my screen was red, my eye screen. And given that my server provider is actually 24/7, I decided to call them. And as I said, the guy picked up and he was very nice, and he said, oh no, don't worry, that's just a traffic block, just because of it's from DDoS attacks. They want to fix those, and I kindly asked them to up the limit, and he upped the limit to 800 gigabytes. But I kindly said, hey guys, I don't want to brag, but the website got to the limit in 4 days, so 800 is not going to be enough. And he kindly said, okay, but once it starts, bogging down other websites, we're going to have to again, stop it, and you're gonna have to pay for the server, which is not much. It's like 10 euros a month for a dedicated server for it, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So, in short, it does well. So, Capo New York City 2 followed the channel. I have a feeling that that's the same guy, only the second account for them. You know what? This is the last match for today. I kinda wanna do the Hydra build. What do you think, my friends? Do you think I should try the Hydra build? The Hydra build... Okay, so let me tell you about the Hydra build. Damn, and they play these champions that I don't like, and I don't like that. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna play the pusher, and you tell me which one you like most. This is gonna be the pusher, and actually, I think I need this. This is gonna be the pusher, and I'm even gonna not take the ignite. Yeah, something like this. I was cost-blessed with a 2020, so I got banned for calling me out on Twitch. Come on, what are you doing? Don't do that. I want to get another cat, kind of want to get a hairless. A lot of extra care. Oh, interesting that less hair needs more care. Less hair needs more care. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a server cost for it, but it's fine. I think the ads are going to pay for it. You got your Twitch account permit for someone's poor game performance. Yeah, but it's probably for the flame. I have this feeling that you're not telling... you're telling the story as if a wife would tell a story about her husband doing something poorly. You're leaving out very important aspects of the story, which is probably what exactly you said and how you said it, and how you said it. Hairless cats get skin issues. Hydra build will make us suffer, no? When you play Hydra, the fun you need to focus on is, she agrees, the pushing. When you play the other one, the fun you need to focus on isn't pushing, it is poking, right? But this still does poke too, so it's fine. Let's not talk about that. He was power farming. Come on, my boy. Come on. One of the biggest problems in web, not the biggest problem, but one problem that happens very, very often is that you can't tell unique users apart. And Google Analytics uses all kinds of sophisticated mechanisms where they kind of aggregate the footprint, and then they can, with some certainty, not 100%, but they can tell, okay, these are different users. For example, from the same local network, if two people connect, they might see that as one user, but then they see that as two users because they compare the screen size and whatnot. But there's a very, very interesting thing I read on the internet where so let's say there's a like button, right? Let's say I have a like button for the bonedle. How can the website tell if you're not pressing the like button again and again and again, right? The thing is, I think there was some reason why they didn't use the IP for the like button. And what they did was they did this very interesting thing where the website basically forces your computer, asks, let's say, because it doesn't force, it asks, for your computer to generate a sound and then to send that sound, kind of like that sound vibration footprint, to the server. Then it logs it and stores it. And what happens is, okay, what happens is that the way each computer generates a sound like that is different, even though that's the same tone. So that's how you can tell the computers apart, and that's how you can make sure that nobody can actually press it multiple times, the like button, which is kind of genius. When I read that, I thought, damn, these wizards, those are regular ass wizards. Those are regular ass wizards, okay? Who do that. She's gonna poke me a little bit here. Yeah. At least I get my poke in too. At least I get my poke in too. Gotta win this game. Gotta win this match. We need that win. We need that Nexus gap, okay? Oh, sweet Jesus. What the F is all this? That's too much. At least Sheba got poked much more than I did. And she's still getting poked. She's still getting poked. Look at that. Oh. Can I get this? No. Oh. Careful. Careful. Probably didn't need to use flash, but I still don't know if autos count as the... Oh, there's that Udyr. No, don't int. He did int, but you know, it's fine. It's probably fine because we both got the gold, right? We both got the gold. Okay. I haven't bought Hydra in a long time. I might even get the Giant's Belt, actually. Might even get the Giant's Belt this time. Do I need to TP? Hear me out. What about Navori's second item? Come on, man. Yorick is not about sitting in place and hitting someone. He is not about that. She used her flash. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. And Giant's Belt is good against poke mages. Is Udyr gonna use his flash? That's my question. Zac isn't here, so I can play. So I can play the game. She getting poked again? Getting nibbled? I am very far behind in experience for some reason. I don't know how that happened. I really don't know how that happened, my friends. Favorite Yorick skin, I actually do really like the skin that is the High Noon, but I'm afraid to use it. Because of the ping. FPS ping. Not FPS ping, but just FPS. Okay, now I need to get it. Oh no, oh no, how did I let this happen? I didn't know she recalled so quick. I will still get 2, I think, but you know, it's not great. Or maybe, yeah, maybe it's one of those cases where you don't interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. I guess it is. I guess it might be. Oh! Hey, Mr. Mundo. Please help me with this. No. Well, that's bad. Well, that's bad. That is quite bad. Okay. That roam was not something that I needed from that support. Support gap. Oh! How the F did that happen? Where's that Zac? So either I get 2 plates or I get ganked by Zac and die. There were 3 possible places where he could, you know, come from, and he came just from the right one, which was the worst one. But was it the worst one in the end? Was it the worst one? Okay. Gotta be careful. Oh. Look at that poke that's happening there. That's quite a lot. Judging from the fact that I have nothing and she came back fresh. I think she's mad. She's not saying it, but she's mad. That's ridiculous, my friends. That is why you play Yorick mid, okay? That is why you play Yorick mid. Unfortunately, Zac might still do exactly the same thing he did before, so...
Who mad?
Oh, she mad. Oh, sweet lord. I'm gonna be mad. How do you like that? You might not believe me, but I hit that E on her because I knew that that's the biggest damage that's gonna come. So I have to survive that. So there's some high IQ going on in this mid lane in this match. You might not see it, but there is. Yeah. And by the way, she lost 50%. She lost 50% of her health from that gank. If you can believe it. Tell me again how Yorick cannot win against mages. Please. Zac, I need you the 3rd time. I need your gank. Oh, that's so good that the tower started shooting me. Oh. Okay, This wasn't me losing against the mage, okay? I was really unlucky with that tower. I don't know why it started shooting at me. Even though nobody was there. Was that because of the Titanic Hydra, by the way? It might have been. Don't do it, Odir. Or at least do it, but be smart about it. It was. So I did lose the game after all because of the Titanic Hydra. Interesting. I thought that the Titanic Hydra is an asset instead of being a liability. Sorry about that. I really thought that Titanic Hydra is an asset. But it actually is an asset. If you know what I'm saying. If you know the pun that I'm making, that could also only be seen in writing. But I get the tower anyway, at least. There's a lot of pinging going on. Udir face down looks hilarious. He always looks hilarious when he does that. That face down is beautiful. We all killed the towers almost at the same time. Mel, don't let that happen. Mel is so weak when she gets poked. So weak. I like that. Hey. Hey, Zach. He's doing the Lord's work. He is doing the Lord's work, just sacrificing himself in front of the machine guns, you know. Aren't really machine guns, though. Nope. Can someone check if I really died because of Profane Hydra? Because then, if I start dying in situations like that, and they are gonna happen, believe me, you might think, oh, no. I am much too smart to trigger aggro from a tower from an item. Okay. You might be, but it's still gonna happen. Come on, Tristana, let me come here. I already started because you came mid. Tristana, now she's gonna be mad. Come on, lady. I did that because I saw her mid. It's not like I'm, you know, trolling and, you know, specifically taking stuff from her. That E was bound to miss. Probably didn't need to use it like this, but I don't know. Oh, she TPs. Interesting. Hopefully they survive. Okay. Okay. It was a ghoul. So it shouldn't deserve the flame, the Hydra. So that the child should deserve the flame. Well, That's almost as bad, if not worse. Almost took it with the machine gun. Almost took it with the machine gun. It was ghoul. Oh. Okay. Okay. I have never ever built Riftmaker together with a Titanic Hydra, so you must discipline the child. No, father does not. He only disciplines with carrots. You made more games than bonedle, right? Yeah, if you go into website rito.lol, you can see all of them. You can see the list of all I've made. Rito.lol, yeah. Tractor pulling tank. That was a long time ago, like 2 years ago. That is not, it doesn't exist anymore. It was just a meme about the war. Okay, I probably should go there. Can someone clip that and tell me if the comet took the dragon? Because I'm pretty sure the comet took the dragon. Or was it Leandri's? Okay, I backed because of this. Can he do it, I wonder? Noon. Oh, yeah, that is what I was promised. I was about to say that this is not what I was promised, Alois. But this is what I was promised. I pressed random and got no surrender. That game is hilarious, yeah. I was thinking of adding a second mode where you press no to surrender. And you also have to somehow mute the flamers in chat, but I've not yet fully kind of. What are you doing, Leona? Leona, you have a problem. Oh, no, what am I doing? I am mildly sad because of this. I didn't notice what's going on with my health. Did the comet really take the dragon? That's a beautiful moment. That's actually a beautiful, beautiful moment. Comet dip. Dip? Okay, I'm tired. I need to stop streaming. Whenever I start saying words like dip instead of diff, you know that my brain is a little bit cooked. Sorry for whistling, but father need to discipline father, yeah. It sounds pretty bad, Yorick just slapping himself with a, with a belt. That's not what we want to see. Please get him. Please get her. That is exactly what I was promised, so thank you, Dr. Mundo. That is exactly what I was promised by Aloy's streams, so thanks a lot. So now Kale has a difficult decision. Does she greed for that gold, or does she lose the Nexus? Mundo didn't have to go back. I guess Mundo thought that she's gonna greed for the gold. There's that 50% poke. Kale. Am I gonna die again? Hey, 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 guys, careful. Careful, guys. It's actually me who wasn't careful. Yeah. I'll tell you this, it is really hard not inting into the enemy base when we have a very good moment. Now would be the time for Mundo to actually push. No? Couldn't he have taken this? I'm pretty sure he could have, right? I don't want to tell him how to flip his burger or use his oats. But yeah. What time is it in Latvia? It is 10:53 a.m. 10:53 a.m. If you're in the top zone, is that oh, yeah, that's how you lose it. That's how you lose it. It would be really nice in a fight like this. I actually could have TP'd to their base, maybe. I just didn't think that's possible. Mundo is doing it, though. That is exactly what I was promised, okay? Let's look at this. Mundo, come on. Do you have the R button? He actually does not. But it still is what I was promised. It's kind of important to hit those E's now. Yeah, we can't do it. Tristan is not here. Trist is not here. How did that happen? Yes. Time to get that Giant's belt. Dr. Mundo, do it. He has the worst skin, but it's fine. The worst Mundo skin, but it's cool. It's all cool. For some reason, Zach just got taken out of the match. I think the conventional phrase is deleted. How did that happen? I do not know. Okay, Mundo. I think two of the strongest champions, they are on a cooldown, so... on a dead timer, I mean. So I kind of feel like we can finish it now. Because if we int the third time... you know... Very, very, very riveting. Okay? Very, very, very riveting. I am pretty sure that somebody didn't hit the nexus, and we do deserve a we do deserve a, you know, that clip of somebody screaming that hit the nexus, not the Vlad or not the whatever was the, you know. And this is very good, actually. Oh, she did it. Oh. It's the thought that counts, okay? I'll be honest. I think we are not. You know, we could easily lose now. I'll be honest. Do you know Russian as you live in Latvia? I know it a little bit, but I'm slowly forgetting it. I'm slowly forgetting it. Why is she doing that? Is she really that comfortable there? Was I promised this by Dr. Mundo? Well, I think it's over.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Least I can say is that I dislike this ending, because I'm pretty sure somebody wasn't hitting the Nexus there. Hit the Nexus, not the Vlad. Hit the Nexus, not the Vlad, okay? I have my own hit the Nexus, not the Vlad moment finally. I don't know. I think if I go in the replay and if I check who wasn't hitting the Nexus, am I gonna just be more mad, and or is it gonna give me some kind of closure for the game? I don't think I'm gonna be happier if I do it. There's only, you know, don't look in the box of pain. Don't open up the replay, okay? Don't do that. Do not open up the box of pain. It's actually probably somewhere. Where was it? It was longer ago, right? Why isn't there health on the Nexus? Okay, this is the moment, right? Unfortunately, I don't even see the health on the Nexus. No, she was hitting it. Actually, she could have snaked one in, so I'm gonna pin this on Nami. Right? She could have... Okay, I told you there's only gonna be pain here, okay? I told you there's only gonna be pain here. So right now, if she sneaks one more in, which she can do, the Nexus dies, right? But she uses the bubble. I told you there's only going to be pain there. You can't, you know, there's nothing else to be seen there. I am honestly a little bit mad. I'm honestly a little bit mad, my friends. You can't not be mad in a situation like this. Well, that's it. Thanks for this, for watching the stream today. Sad, but itty wittity, okay? Itty wittity. I'm gonna go ahead and update the bonedle, which is, on the other hand, is a very exciting thing to do. On the other hand, that is a very exciting thing to do. So it turns out that League of Legends actually can give you a little bit of joy, but the joy comes not from, you know, the game itself. The joy comes from the side projects, right? So yeah, Tuna, Vesterlive, Ragnamur, Anguilla Marina, Hunterer, Theoden Redekali, who else? Who else is here? Who else was here? Chris, of course. Mr. Vester. Mr. Vester, I feel like is the same as Vester Live, right? Zapblaze. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time, my friends. I'll see you next time. No, that wasn't the right button. There it is.